We are the singer and the hypnotist.
We're here because we want you to join us.
Together, we will assist each other on our journey to be more persistent
and consistent, holding each other accountable
to reach all of our goals. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our podcast. I'm the hypnotist.
And I am the singer.
And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory what we named the podcast the way it is, the singer and the hypnotist.
Yeah, I would say it's self-explanatory. I like to sing songs and
I like to hypnotize people.
Yeah, I'm hypnotized right now just being in your presence.
You're not hypnotized yet.
No, not yet.
One day though.
One day,
man.
Hey, you can go closer to that mic.
Like right there?
Yeah.
All right.
You can get real sexy in there.
What's up, everybody? Okay, so this is episode 2. The first episode we went live on Twitch.
Yes.
Which we're going to go back to Twitch as well.
Yes.
We're just exploring and getting the word out there about the podcast to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Essentially. So, like our podcast, this new page, but just be prepared that not every podcast or in its entirety will be on here.
Yeah.
Almost, though.
Yeah.
But they can definitely listen to every episode on all the different platforms.
Yeah. I think we're still, in a way, we're still figuring all the fine details of it out. Like you said, like going on Facebook, just an opportunity to let people know that we're doing this, because we live in an age where there's content. There's a lot of content. And so it's sometimes you get lost in the sea of content. So
yeah, we got to compete for that attention.
We do.
And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're here for your attention and to entertain you. And on future episodes, it's going to be kind of crazy. We're going to have like live entertainment from musicians to you name it.
Poets.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Poets. Maybe other magicians. You probably know some magicians.
I know lots.
What else? Dancers.
Yep.
What other art forms are there? Maybe we get a painter and they just paint live.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
You should do a Freestyle Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe like them making a painting and you like time lapse it.
That'd be cool.
Something.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
By the way, a lot of you guys already know his Freestyle Friday just came out today. Our podcast schedule is the same day as Freestyle Friday, which is kind of cool.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of stuff in one day.
A lot of stuff in one day, but I think it's better in life, I found, going forward from where I used to be. I used to have like nothing on my plate, nothing in the schedule. I'd focus more on small things, but then I'd get like overwhelmed and not get anything done. Now I just have a billion things going on, and
oh yeah, it just adds so much motivation to your day-to-day life that it's like, hey, I got to put this out, so I got to do all this stuff quicker in order to make time to do what I'm being accountable for.
Yeah, I'm becoming very efficient with my life and my time.
We had a lot of people just drop a bunch of likes and hearts, so thank you so much for all of that. Yeah, if you guys have like questions, I don't know what we should use the comment section for, but like,
yeah,
if you guys want to be included in this conversation, go ahead and just comment below. But anyways, what do you got going on later today?
I am there's the winterruption stuff going on. So on top of putting out a podcast and doing my solo project and
your weekly show. 2 weekly shows now.
Yes, I have 2 weekly shows that I'm doing, and I'm trying to add in, I want to do a cover a week. I want to add that in on Wednesdays. I'm also a full-time live sound technician. So tonight and tomorrow I go work at the Refinery, which one of my favorite venues in town.
That's a great venue.
Fucking,
beautiful.
I love it there. And audio-wise, like it's just a special room. There's something nice in the nuance of that room.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you put the instruments in there, there's already something assisting the sound. So then you amplify it, and you can get some really beautiful things happening in there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a very intimate space. Like you can do some. I should have a show there one day.
Absolutely. We should do something maybe a live podcast show there. Yeah. I don't know. I just love that space. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which you can thank the way that this sounds and its crisp audio. Thank you to Saul.
I love audio. I'm an audio freak, and if it can sound nice, why wouldn't it,
Ron asks, what kind of covers do you do?
Oh, I honestly, so I've been challenging myself because obviously we're talking about gaining attention, and it's not necessarily about that, but I had a lot of resistance to doing like new age modern covers for a while, like pop covers. But Hadlen and my brother have both been pushing me to say, like, you should just do it, but do it in your own style. So lately I've been trying to incorporate more of those kind of covers in. But I do a lot of classic covers. I have a lot of songs from the 70s. Like, I do some Neil Young. It's hard to think of on the spot, to be honest.
Earlier, you were just talking about Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
I've heard you do that a few times, and
yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I will do anything as long as it touches my soul, because it's hard to learn. It's hard to learn a song if it kind of just like washes over. If the lyrics wash over you, then it's like an effort to learn songs. But if it's something like some songs, it's like you listen to them once and you know the lyrics, right? There's some songs that just like
they just resonate with you and you just connect with it.
Yeah, and then it's no problem at all. I find if there's emotion, because I've heard that as a tool for learning, that if you have, like, for example, if you meet somebody and you connected, like, say we just met and we had a really strong connection when we first met, the emotion will help me remember your name. But if I met you and I had no emotional attachment to you at all, then I'll probably forget your name. So the emotion actually helps you remember things. So if there's emotion in the songs.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know, I forget names all the time.
Me too.
It's something I'm working on. I should be a mind master in that area, but it's tough.
It's tough, man.
Super tough. I'm trying some new ways where it's like, okay, yeah, you meet someone, you say their name a few times.
Yeah.
Right? You verbally say it. But what I find is if you can get it written down.
Yeah.
And you can visually see it, like for me anyways.
No, yeah.
Then when I think of that person, I can picture the way I wrote it, and it's almost like I can recall that image visually and auditorily and verbally.
Yeah. And if you get into the habit of doing that, then eventually you won't need to write it down, I think. I think if you just do that the first couple times where you go and you write it down, or at least like do that for a month in a row where every time you meet somebody you write it down, then going forward, I think that you'll just kind of train that part of your brain where you won't actually need to.
Right.
And there's other tricks. There's other tricks. Like you can even, one that I do is I try to imagine handwriting their name on their forehead, right?
Okay.
So like Hadlen, and I just imagine it on there.
Yeah.
I'm bad at making word games up. Like I can't do that when I meet somebody. Like I don't know.
Just needs more practice, I think.
You're right.
I have a friend in Australia. He's also a hypnotist.
Yeah.
His name's Matt Hale, and before his shows, I think if the room, like I could be completely wrong, but if the room has 100 people or less, he'll get a sheet with everybody's name. He'll memorize the entire sheet of everybody's name, and he starts the show by naming everybody.
Wow.
And if he has a chance to actually physically shake their hand, he'll link their name to their face, where they're from as well, like either the city or state.
Yeah.
Or country, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And then he'll have everybody stand, and then he'll tell them to sit if he says their name and points to them. And he'll do, like, this was at a conference, I learned straight from him some hypnosis, and he physically got the entire room, named every single person's name and where they're from, and then they sat down, and eventually there's only a couple people left, and of course he gets every single one. That was nuts.
You just win at that point. Like
you win, got the whole audience.
Past that, life. You like, if you wanna make somebody your girlfriend, remember their name. It's probably it's a good place to start.
Yeah, definitely. You got to make sure you remember.
Try.
So Naweed here.
Nice.
What's up, man?
Hi, Naweed.
He has a question. Where can we find your music? Is there a Facebook page?
There's a Facebook page. I'm pretty sure if you just type in Saul the singer, I'm hoping that will pop up. And on there is where I do my Freestyle Fridays. So every Friday you can catch one on there. You can also type in Saul the Singer on Instagram. I love Instagram, so I do give it a bit more attention. I'm trying to balance that out. And a YouTube is coming. I've been procrastinating, but Hadlen is a great motivator for that. He's got a lot of YouTube knowledge, and he's getting me hyped and motivated on YouTube right now. So
Oh yeah, big things coming in the YouTube space. We're
Yep.
gonna be going hitting that world hard,
yes.
motivating each other to just keep on producing content.
So
'cause,
on
man,
that, like, what kind of ideas do you have for 2019 for video stuff? Because I know 2019 is a big year for you, YouTube wise.
yeah, I want to, like, and I mean, just in my focus, it's gonna be big.
Yeah.
I can't predict that I'm gonna, make a bunch of money. I have no idea, but I just know that that's where I need to be producing a lot of content.
Yeah.
And of course, as we were talking about before, when you're producing content on a regular schedule, it just, everything else goes by faster and you start working more efficiently. But some of these examples would be teaching people how to use hypnosis in their day-to-day life and how to do exactly what I do, like how to do my job. Basically how to do stage hypnosis, and it's all going to be free information. And I'm going to try my best to bring a high quality format standard to my videos.
Yeah.
And make them entertaining to watch as well, and also informative, and hopefully get people that want to learn and get them to learn faster
Yeah.
through these videos.
Well,
That's-
I know from just being near you and seeing your videos that that's an area that I know you excel in is video work, and so I'm really excited for what you come up with, the unique ways that you come up with. And as an editor, you're friggin' phenomenal.
Thanks, dude.
And you're teaching me a lot as an editor. So it's
Well, you're teaching me a ton of knowledge about audio. Stuff
Both
that
ways.
I just kind of glazed over before, and it's like just opened up my world. Like there's video, there's audio.
Mhm.
One is not more important than the other.
No.
They're both equal, even though it's something that you don't actually see, but you hear it. And
Yeah.
if a video looks great but sounds terrible, you're not going to watch it.
Yeah.
And that's something that you're teaching me a lot about.
It's the subconscious world. Like when it comes to visuals, that's more conscious. People are more conscious of, like, that's why lighting at shows is more obvious. Like if you put in lighting at a concert,
Mhm.
like it just hypes everybody up because it's a very conscious thing. Whereas audio, the difference is totally subconscious. People don't really know the difference,
Right.
right? If something looks good, they know whether it looks good or not. If it sounds good, that's more of a feeling.
Mhm.
So
and when you don't notice that it's good, that's when it's perfect.
Yes, exactly. You're just like, whoa.
Unless you're a sound guy and you're like, and
Yeah.
you really appreciate that world.
Yes, yeah, I
Right.
can't remove myself to the point where I wouldn't notice because
Yeah.
I do notice.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
But like, if the audio's terrible, then you're gonna focus on that audio being terrible, and that's, if you bring attention to that, then of course you get an inverse reaction.
Yes, and vice versa. Like you can have, if the audio is really good but the video's not that good, you can get away with it. But if the video's really good and the audio's not, like we've all seen music videos, like we go back and watch
Yeah.
an old music video
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like, ugh,
It's terrible.
but you love that song. That song
Yeah.
touches your heart, right?
Yeah, and they recorded that song like with the best equipment of the day, and
Yeah.
even though the footage is in like, what is it, 240p?
Yes.
It's like, how did I watch this? But you're really just listening to it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's amazing to think about that, and it's amazing to think about how we've actually evolved. Like our society, us as humans, who you and I are, we've evolved because technology has evolved. So our standard has raised. So literally, like subconsciously, if you put a video on and the audio is not that good and the visuals aren't that good, well, someone else is doing it good, even better than good. So we're used to that. We become like kind of like privileged in a way, and our attention almost becomes privileged because you hop on Netflix. Well, it's fucking perfect, audio, visual. So as a content creator, like for us, we're two content creators. We have no choice but to raise our level of content creation on our own to try to at least match that. Like we can get away with more because people understand that we're individual creators. We don't have money behind us. We don't have studios. We're making shit work.
And a lot of times people are watching on their phones, which
Yeah,
that speaker isn't that great.
truth.
But sometimes they got headphones in, and when they do, they get that audio excellence that they can
See, that's
Yeah.
just it. Like I listen on good speakers at home
All
because
of
I
the
have
time.
that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just look around.
Yeah. If only you could see this space. All you can see is our wonderful curtain thing that Hadlen has.
This is a professional backdrop. So.
Yes, professional backdrop. Hey, it's a little bit open over there. You gotta close that. Close the
we
flaps.
Can't, oh, they can see that.
Close the flaps.
Oops.
Perfect.
Let me close this curtain.
Yeah.
It's a little bit delayed too, so I don't know if it. I think it's good.
It's good.
Oh yeah, that one's not delayed. The
Yeah.
one on my phone's delayed. That one's not.
Okay. Okay.
Nice,
Nice.
man.
Well,
So yeah.
I just want to cheers you. I feel like
Okay,
it's
sure.
a good
What do
cheers.
Is coffee?
We got coffee.
Cheers to coffee.
Coffee.
Love our coffee.
Oh, we
Oh,
do.
man.
A bit too much, maybe.
You're getting me on the lighter coffee. I've been like dark coffee only guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been making some nice light, maybe medium roast coffee and like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's good to switch between, I think.
It is. And, you know, like I dated a girl for 2-3 years, and before I dated her, again, going back to this evolution, I drank like Tim's coffee. I was like, "Oh yeah, Tim's." Like I didn't really care about coffee.
Yeah.
And then I dated her, and she like if somebody is an artist, if I'm an audio artist and you're a hypnotist and a magician, like that's where you have a lot of knowledge and you have a lot of pride in that.
Mm-hmm.
Her knowledge of coffee and her pride in coffee,
She taught you a lot.
oh my God, I can never go back. I literally can never
She
go back.
changed your life,
She
dude.
changed my life. She did. In a lot of other ways too, obviously, but coffee was a big one where, yeah, now I make this coffee and it's a precise, it's an art when I make the coffee.
Nice.
There's timing to it.
Yeah. We can go into if you guys want to see a video of how Saul makes coffee, we can make that.
Yeah.
Or he can make that, and I'll help promote it.
You help me film it.
Okay.
I do like filming stuff on my own, but I feel like anytime you're there, we feed off of each other really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. We work really well together.
We do.
That's why I think we got to do more collabs.
Yeah.
We always talk about that.
We do.
More and more collabs.
Yeah.
Which we have this video idea. I won't maybe tell them too much about it, but we're going to make something this summer that involves collaborating I'm going to say an arbitrary number. Let's just say like 100 people in Saskatoon, amazing artists, and a way for all of them to collaborate in a single video. So we're excited about that. It's going to take a ton of planning,
Yes.
probably a full day of actually like acquiring all the necessary footage.
Yep.
And then weeks up to that. But I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a really, really good video.
I completely agree. I think that's probably something that you and I like to do most is first of all creating interesting content. Like the other day Hadlen was explaining his Rubik's Cube
Yeah.
tactics.
Yeah.
And
And
I
just
was
whip the camera out. And
Yeah, I was
immediately,
like,
this is good content.
it's good content. My brain just like constantly wants to capture life and share that. It's not always maybe a good thing, but that's just where my heart lies. So I think for us, like we just love creating content, and that's obviously why we're doing this. Is that reason?
Mm-hmm.
And then creating the coolest, most unique content possible. So that idea for me,
Oh yeah, that I'm super excited about it.
yeah,
Like I wish it wasn't winter so we could start now.
yeah,
It's just so hard to be outside with a camera in the cold because like just a little bit of cold and then that battery just doesn't work anymore.
also your fingers.
Oh yeah. Like I mean they need to make a glove that goes around the camera and then you can put your hand inside of this glove and still operate your camera.
Maybe we make that. How are you at knitting?
No, definitely not.
YouTube, man.
No.
YouTube.
Let's just hire somebody overseas to make it.
Okay. Fiverr.
Fiverr.com, $5 for the design.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
So what do you have going on? Like what's coming up for you?
Coming up is just got some shows here in Saskatchewan. Just wrapping up basically the Christmas year.
Yeah.
the Christmas season rather, not year. Yeah, and then going into February, there's a big stunt coming up with my friend Roger Boucher,
Yeah.
and he's a magician, hypnotist as well from Prince Albert. He is going to be jumping into a frozen lake. They're going to cut out like a 17-foot square hole somewhere around there, and he's going to jump in, handcuffed and chained. So handcuffed behind his back and chained. He's going to jump in. He's going to escape, hopefully, and he'll make it out alive.
That's pure insanity.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a cold shower, not by choice, yesterday.
Yeah.
Because our water heater is down and it's whatever. But, I mean, I don't know. I was hyperventilating immediately as soon as the water hit. And I was just imagining going into the water and then immediately trying to take breaths in. I'm like, okay. But he is training. He's training every single day. He's going into like this tub, filling it with ice. He's got a thermometer to make sure the water is 4 degrees, which it will be under the ice as well. So, technically speaking, the above water temperature and below water temperature, it's actually warmer to be in the water. Technically.
So you're going to want to get in that water.
Well,
Technically speaking.
the moment you get out, you'll be even colder too.
Yes.
With all the cold wind chill
Yes.
going in. But yeah, you're considering doing it.
I am.
Because not only is it Roger doing this, but it's a fundraiser for the Lakeland Fire. I need to look up exactly what it is before I say the wrong thing. But maybe we should put a link below. Because you guys can donate, and all the money goes to them, to this fundraiser. And you're going to be jumping in, because they're accepting multiple people, many people, if you want to jump in and help raise some money for this, get some pledges, some donations, and then you too can jump in and join in on the fun. It's gonna be completely safe. They have people in the water in like scuba gear and like warm places all the way around on this lake to ensure that no one gets hurt. So
Yeah, I definitely am excited for that, because I'm a person who likes to challenge everything in my life. Like, if I'm afraid of something, I want to challenge it. If something's hard for me, I want to challenge it. And that's actually the basis of a lot of my confidence in my life. I was an audio guy, but I was never that technical. And I had another friend, my best friend from childhood, and he was super technical when it came to audio, so I always just like put that on him, and I never considered myself.
right.
I was like, no, I'll never be like an audio guy. It's just not how my brain works. And I defined that for so long, and then I actually ended up entering the audio world sort of by chance and excelling at that thing that I said I would never do. So that sort of taught me in my life, like, anytime that I say to myself, like, I can't do that, well, it's actually the fucking opposite. Like, I thought I would never write a book. All of a sudden, I'm writing more than I ever have in my life. And it's another one of those things where I'm like, fuck, I'm totally going to end up writing a book.
It's not a bad thing, man.
No. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that part of my life, like
And
challenging
you're going to be an
things.
author?
Be an author.
Dude, for some reason, author is like, it's a status.
It's true. And I've noticed that. I didn't know that before. But then I started like paying attention to a lot of interviews and enjoying certain interviews of people. And then I started to realize the only reason I was able to watch these interviews is because these people were putting out books and they were going on book tours
Right.
to talk about their books. But their books are just like really motivational stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Who's someone that you are really diving into their content right now?
First and foremost, I think on the top of my list is Ben Greenfield. He has a podcast. He has a really silly, insane backstory. Like, I remember reading his bio and just being like, fuck, what a monster.
Mm-hmm.
His whole life is like one of those people who from the start really got a jump on life and habits. Like,
Okay.
more so than most of us.
Like
He was,
at a young age then?
yeah, he was like homeschooled,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and like I think he graduated university early or something. I'm not gonna go into it because I don't know for sure, but I remember reading it and just being like, "Fuck, what a almost a freak of nature." But nobody is a freak of nature. Everybody is a product of their circumstances and hard work. So he just kept doing it, and now he's I think 30. But something that he's done is he was a fitness guy. He started as a bodybuilder. He went into these different areas, but it eventually became not about fitness, but about longevity and how to take the knowledge of past civilizations, ancient civilizations that lived hundreds plus years in
Okay.
what are called the blue zones, and modern technology, and combining them to live the longest, feel the best, and basically keep your age young,
Right.
your body working. So he's turned 30, I think 30, maybe even 40.
Damn.
And he has actually worked hard enough over the past 5 years that he has his actual age is 30 or 40, I don't know. But when they read what his body says, he has the body and the mind of a 20-year-old.
Damn.
And when you hear him speak and you look at him, it's the truth. Like he fucking looks 19, and he has the energy of a 19-year-old. And you're just like, I just see that, and everything in me is like, well, hey, I'm 24 right now. I'm going to turn 25. If I can right now listen to him, Ben Greenfield, start inserting some of his stuff into my life and affecting it at 25, how is my life going to be at 30? How am I going to be at 40? Because I want to get a lot done in this life, and I can either work really hard and burn out, or I can work really hard, have all these habits going, and keep working really hard.
And just stay consistent.
Stay consistent.
Throughout the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, because nice thing about, being an artist is you can still do your job when you're 80, 90 years old.
Literally.
Unlike athletes that when there's an age limit.
Which is like now with the research happening now, it actually shows like athletes are going longer now because we're learning how to stay younger at an older age. So our whole society, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to live to 150, which is fucking weird. That's a really weird thing.
I'd love to. That'd be sweet.
So that's all I'm like.
As long as everybody else in my family gets to live that same length. Especially everyone younger.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I would not want to outlive, like, for instance, my future kids or, like, my brother or sister. I would not want to outlive them. I just feel that'd be hard.
That's something that we all have to deal with in life, and that's something that I don't know why, but I've put a lot of thought into that, because there are like either circumstances in my lives or circumstances in like friends' lives that I really feel connected to who have gone through things like that. And it's not an easy thing to deal with. And I don't think I've dealt with it directly in my life. I definitely haven't.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that in my, like, there, you can't predict what's going to happen in your life. So it's like the only thing you can control is your reaction to it.
Right.
So that's part of these habits as well, is like, one day I'm going to have the dream opportunity. One day I'm going to meet the dream girl. One day tragedy will happen to me. All of these things are going to happen in my life. It's only a matter of time. So basically every day when I wake up, I'm training for those things that are inevitable. I'm creating the best platform of health for myself so that
cool.
I react best to those things that are coming.
I like that outlook.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You're training for it.
I'm training for it.
Yeah. Those are unescapable.
They are.
They will happen.
They will. They will. And I've just seen too many people in my life, too many adults, like, you can't say what storyline, like maybe there's 100 storylines. Maybe you meet that girl and you fuck it up. And maybe it's a fine storyline. But I just don't want to do that. I want to take that opportunity and thrive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love it. So your drive and everything that you do, you have things so you do things different in your own unique way, that more people need to find out about these habits and things that you do that are essentially allowing you to live a very happy and healthy life. And I think we should dive into more of that. But I think today is
Yes.
running out of time.
Yes.
I think we gotta end I know it's a super short podcast. It's only like 28 minutes long currently. Still going. This is a lag behind. I don't know if there's any more comments behind after this, but I guess we should say thanks to Ron and Naweed for your questions. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody else that tuned in to watch, and everyone that's going to watch the replay.
Or listen on their
Yes.
Spotifys. Yeah, just quick shout out to everybody right now hearing our voices in their ears. We just appreciate you, and we just want to thank you for tuning in and being a part of our lives and our conversation. Just something that we love to do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And next week or the week after, we're going to be doing some interviews. We're going to bring a guest in, and we'll be doing longer form podcast episodes.
Yeah.
This one's kind of a shorter one. This is technically episode 2, by the way, for those that didn't catch this yet. This is episode 2. Episode 1, you'll be able to listen to the replay. You'll be able to listen to this replay as well. But we are going to have a guest either next week or the week after. It'll be much longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So tune in. We'll see you there. What else should we say?
I don't think I have anything else to add. I think we said it.
We have the YouTubes.
We have the YouTubes.
So these will be going up on that area
Yep.
as well.
YouTube, Spotify,
We've
Instagram,
got the Insta.
Facebook now.
Yeah.
We're going to be filling in these pieces and
The website.
the website.
the
Yeah, we do
websites.
actually have a website.
Yeah. So I mean, find all those links. Maybe we just put it in the comments below
Yeah.
of the Facebook video that you're watching right now, and then you can join us on all those platforms or all the ones that you want to join in on.
Yeah.
And if you have any Amazon Prime membership, you can use your free Twitch Prime sub on us on Twitch.
Thank
I've
you.
always wanted to say that.
You said it very well. I can tell you wanted to say it.
All right, man.
All right.
We got to get going.
Yeah, we gotta get
keep
going.
creating more content and end this and start on some more work.
Hell yeah. I'm the singer.
I'm the hypnotist.
We're the singer and the hypnotist.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. High five. Boom.
All right. Peace out, guys.
I got to walk over there to end it.